Welcome back to the Tu-Vie podcast, your TV movie entertainment news podcast. I am your host, James, and sitting with me today, finally, why are you making that face?
Um, oh,
Why are you
okay,
making
all
that
right.
face?
We'll do a restart.
No, that's my
Okay.
co-host, Colin. I don't know, woke up from a nap in 10 in the morning, but
It's a long week. Long week. Don't judge me.
let's get into it. This week's episode, we're going to be talking about a few things that's been going on this last week. I was really hoping we would kind of get into some things, but I do have just like a quick question on the status of Deadpool and Wolverine. It might be a slight I'm gonna put a spoiler warning here, just so that so if you want to skip the question and overall answer, go to that timestamp.
To go past spoilers, go to 6 minutes and 36 seconds.
It'll save you. We'll go to the next topic there. But if Deadpool and Wolverine, they share Deadpool, like Logan and Deadpool, they share their same, like the same world.
Yeah.
Why in Logan is like it's so different from his world? Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I I think the honest answer is that the writers, Rhett Reese, Paul, the director, forgot his name already, Ryan, Zeb, they were trying to work with what
The
they
director Sean Levy.
Yep, Sean Levy.
Yeah. Okay.
I just woke up.
Okay.
I I think they were trying to work with what they could to like make a cohesive timeline, since that the Fox universe is notorious for like, you know, inconsistencies beyond belief, worse than the DCEU.
Really? Hold on. You really think the DCEU had a more cohesive timeline than the X-Men?
Yeah.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's a bold claim. I
Because like
disagree firmly.
I haven't seen the DCEU lately, so I probably would change my mind if you gave me a good.
I
But
guarantee you.
regardless,
Yeah, sorry.
It's like, you know, because like Logan takes place in 2029. That's 5 years after 2024, where like Logan came back. You know, at the end of X-Men Days of Future Past, you know, when they're in the modern, and he's already ancient. And not only that, you have that one guy who's the albino.
Caliban.
Caliban was in X-Men Apocalypse. And it's
which
like,
actor do you prefer? Do you prefer him, or do you prefer the guy who played Noho Hank?
I prefer him from Logan. He was really cool.
Me too. He was
I
really
like
great.
that actor. I forget his name.
Yeah, he's a tall dude though. He's like what, 6'6" or something.
And he's hilarious.
No, he's funny. Yeah.
Great actor. But like the timelines are just like all over the map. Even the actors are like, you know, they're young when they should be old. They did 2 Dark Phoenixes. They rebooted after reboot. It's a mess beyond belief.
So dumb.
So
did you ever watch Dark Phoenix?
I've seen clips, and one of them is my favorite. Of like they're one F-bomb, and it was said.
I was gonna say
it was said so adorable. He's like, "Get the away from my girlfriend."
Yeah, something like that. It was like when I heard it,
kill you.
Yeah, it was like when he said it, it felt like when like a teenager learns what cussing is, and he's like trying to still like incorporate it into like a vocabulary. Like,
it reminded me of that scene in Paul where like that one Christian girl learned about cussing and she just didn't, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it felt exactly the same way. Like when he said it, it just felt wrong. Like I laughed when he said it. I'm like, the fact that Magneto would have kept a straight face, beyond me, because I couldn't take them. I didn't finish the movie. It was terrible.
Yeah,
I couldn't do it. All I know is that you know what, spoilers, because don't watch this movie. Jean dies in the end of it.
She dies, but doesn't.
But stays in space, Colin. Because like, if this is a prequel to the future of Days of Future Past, which is how the movie would end, which is the 2024 in that world, Jean is back. So did she fall from space? Like it
She
makes
might
no
have,
sense.
she might have come back, be like, "Hey guys, so I took a little bit of a
Took a
retreat.
sabbatical.
Yeah, I had some time." It's like Andy from The Office, where
Yeah.
like he went to anger management and he came back. He's like,
Yeah, 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 yeah. Exactly.
it's a mess, but like, because they renamed the school like the Jean Grey School of Gifted Young, like but
Because sure.
they're gonna have to change the name again. So what did Jean do again
Like,
for them?
I wonder how long
Right
they kept that
now?
plaque. Like when they were taking off the Charles Xavier one, they were like, they're like, no, just put it in the shed for now. We're not gonna, it's not gonna be up that long. But
They
then,
took down that plaque. They have to change that plaque the same way as like those construction sites of like how many days until something bad
yeah,
happens. Bring it back to zero.
yeah. It's like on a little hook. They just take it off. Yeah. It was weird seeing in the Deadpool and Wolverine movie because I know the whole thing about in Logan. There's that drink like from the corn that has been killing the mutants. Right? Was that what?
Oh,
Yeah.
the government has been like poisoning, not poisoning, but like changing the food and water supply
I
so
thought
that
that was like
like,
an accident or something like that. I didn't know it was the government.
no, it was on purpose.
It's been a while since
It
I've
was
seen
like it
Logan.
was planned.
Oh, okay.
It's the
It's been
same
a
way as
while
like
since I've seen Logan. I gotta rewatch that movie.
yeah, I remember that like yesterday, dude. That
I
movie
remember a
is
lot. I guess just the corn scene. I don't remember that much.
it, it has a powerful opening too. Like it starts
Oh
off
yeah.
a
By the
banger.
way, I don't know if you saw my Instagram story for a TV podcast. There there was a post I made about when Disney Plus tried to do their like promotion of the Deadpool Wolverine movies, like watch all the movies before it comes out. And one of them was Logan, but on the screen, like like on Disney Plus, they have like those banners of all the different movies they like kind of slide through of what's going on. One
Yeah,
of them was of Logan, and they like digitally added the claws, like they photoshopped the claws on, but it did not look good at all.
really.
Yeah, hold on. I'm gonna try and find the
Yeah.
screenshot of it and send it to you. But my God, it looked very standoutish. But sorry, go on with what you were saying. When you said that, it
Um,
just whew.
yeah, no, I've seen that like because me and Emily were watching the rewatching the well I'm rewatching, she's watching for the first time the X-Men movies, and
All of them.
before you start we're close to finishing the third act of X-Men 1. We fell
Oh,
asleep, we were
okay.
tired.
All right.
And they have that little thing, but I liked how like they were like showing all of the X-Men, and I was just trying to see, I was like, how long until they have to like be like watch X-Men Wolverine, because it was like watch Deadpool, watch Deadpool 2, watch the Wolverine, watch
Yeah.
Logan, watch X-Men Origins Wolverine.
Nah, man.
It
Okay.
was
Oh,
good.
okay. I just found it. I'm gonna screenshot it. Dang it. Hold on. Okay, I got it. No, I'm hitting the wrong button to screenshot. There we go. Good lord. All right, I'm sending it to you now, but when you see it, you'll know it. But it's interesting showing people the movies like X-Men that you like because there's a certain love that we have for it. Like I was showing Sophia some stuff about the X-Men, like X-Men 97. She thinks it's like it looks like a great show, but I tell her it's truly the Yeah,
Weird.
you saw it now?
Why do they do that?
I think they wanted to show that it's Wolverine, but it's like we knew it's Wolverine.
Why not use a different clip with his claws?
I don't know, but I'll post it here. It was very interesting.
They 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 look like bone claws.
They didn't look like the metal claws, yeah, because like it just didn't look that didn't look that digitally added. But whatever. And one thing I wanted to kind of throw out to you is that Galactus has been in Marvel since 2014.
How so, my friend?
Well, hold on. I just gotta
Is that the
so
Easter egg that James Gunn was like, you can never decode this
no,
Easter egg?
those are like the words under the planet. Or like the letters under the planet. So last 2 days ago from this recording, like a week ago from when the episode came out, my dad and I watched Guardians of the Galaxy to celebrate its 10-year anniversary because the
Hmm.
movie turned 10 and I felt old and it's just one of the best Marvel movies, period. And we were watching it, and the scene in the movie that came up was where Star Lord and was talking to Rocket before they blew up the ship to get him back on from Yondu, and
Yeah, I know what you're
Galactus
talking about
was
now.
in the background. I didn't know that Ralph Ineson, the actor, was part of the Ravager crew. So it's kind of fun to see that actor kind of pop
Yeah,
up back. I wasn't meaning legit, but good hook and
yeah.
switch.
I, I,
So
I think you're about to blow my mind.
no, no shot. But I will say I will say this. I did find this video out where so they said there's only gonna be one version of Galactus, like America Chavez. There is only one
Nice.
variant. There's only one variant of each of those characters. Well, I thought that was really cool. But the thing is now is do you remember in Fortnite when they had the Galactus event with Marvel characters?
Yeah.
That's the same one apparently. Because
I
apparently they're
it's
canon. Apparently to the Fortnite timeline or the Fortnite canon or whatever, those characters are canonical to their universe.
Yeah, I don't agree with that. I'm gonna just work with me. I don't agree with that the same way as I don't agree that MCU is Earth 616. It may be a 616 adjacent, but it's not 616.
I do agree with you that the Earth 199999 thing. I do agree with that.
Because I like there's
Come
also
on.
been like multiple Galactuses in comics, variants at least.
Are you sure there were variants and things? I thought there was only
Well,
just
there
one.
was there was an ultimate Galactus,
Yeah.
but he wasn't called Galactus. He was
Yeah.
called Galacta, whatever.
Something
You
it
know,
was
like
really
they
oddly
they
worded.
were trying to ground it when already like because the
Simple.
Ultimate Universe is basically like we're gonna ground them just a little bit.
Yeah.
So like they had to like do some way of like doing Galactus, but you're
Yeah.
already introducing a character like Galactus, so you might as well just
It's
like
pretty
rip off it.
simple though. He's hungry.
Yeah,
How more grounded can you be?
it's the same as like
He's
what
hungry.
about the Galactus and Superhero Squad? What about the Galactus in the 616 comics? What about the Galactus in video
Hold
games?
on. Hold on. Hold on.
Like
Hold on.
I feel like that's all like
Hold
connected
on.
into like a little multiverse.
I want to first congratulate you for keeping up the memory of Superhero
Yep,
Squad alive.
I
That
remember
really,
the song.
what
Sorry,
the hell was that?
there's a mosquito on my
Oh,
eye.
okay.
That was
I
it.
thought you were blowing me a kiss after that. You're like, just wanted to keep the memory alive.
That could be a kiss.
Could be. I really do remember that game. Not game. Well, I remember the game. I remember the show better. I never completed the game. I will say that.
Yeah, it was. I had it on the Wii, but for some reason
Me too.
and I also had it on the DS as well,
Oh,
which was, dude, that was
never had it on the DS. I did have it on
memory.
the Wii. I did have it on the Wii. Well, it kind of. Well, I'm glad we're on the topic of this because today we're going to be talking about video games and a lot of video game news that's been going on recently. So, sorry about that. Recently, SAG AFTRA has. I think it was this Thursday. SAG AFTRA officially started their strike against Warner Brothers. I believe it is for the use of AI into their systems and unregulated use of it. So I know a lot of actors have been striking with them, and it's great. They need to get AI out of their jobs. I don't think it as it being a replacement is good. I have seen uses of AI like as a tool for like scheduling or something simple. I've
Amazing.
seen it in use, and it seems like it's very helpful. I just don't. I think if you use it for one, you can use it for all. Kind of mindset is let's slippery slope. I don't really agree with that.
It it's starting to be a crutch
Yes, I
more,
don't like it as a crutch. Yeah,
a tool.
yeah. Like I could understand AI for someone who has like writer's block and they have like a story they have, but then the AI kind of like pushes some other words in there and it helps them roll the ball. Or like I said, with scheduling, like using a scheduler, like a calendar that could be easier if you have to rearrange things or whatever. But using it as a sense of like recreating things is the dumbest thing possible because I've seen, I don't know if you saw the video recently with the Olympics going on. They told AI to do gymnastic videos. It looks horrifying. It like this girl does like a somersault and she does like 600 spins and then like like in cartoons when like a character gets sucked in a black hole, the black hole just kind of like disappears.
Yeah,
That's what happened to her after 600 spins and then just stands and sticks the landing. It was the scariest thing I've ever seen. And
it's
it,
it's not going to be that scarier than Will Smith eating spaghetti. AI
oh,
made that video
awful. Yeah. Yeah. Everyone looked at that and they go, that's the future. But
on.
it was the same level of quality. And I don't know. I'm proud of SAG AFTRA for going, and it was almost, I think, no, it was a little over a year when the AMPTP and SAG AFTRA with the movies and actors. They were striking. So glad that they are doing that. WGA, there it is. It was over a
It
year
took them a
ago, and
minute.
it's been a minute, and I'm glad
Yeah.
now SAG AFTRA, because they've been trying to get negotiations for a year. They haven't been cooperative, and so not they, SAG AFTRA, the other people. I don't know what the video game division is. I want to look into that, but they haven't been cooperative with getting a deal, so now they're going on strike. And I know there was also some updates on when they can call a strike. So there has been like a bunch of stuff that's been helping them, but with them being on strike, I kind of wanted to talk about video games because, like I said last episode, the Deadpool and Friend episode, we haven't really talked about a lot of video games. We've talked briefly about video games, and I know I don't play a lot on like a console, but I have my Nintendo Switch, which can do a lot. And I will tell you now, I'll tell you this for free. I have been crushing some hours in Skyrim. I forgot how
You told me about
sick,
that.
yeah, sick game. I love this game. I forgot just how fun and D&D like it is. And I'm actually playing D&D later today. So getting my game on. But overall, I think the video games need a little more attention. And with that being said, I want to let you on some sad news that happened this week, Colin. You ready?
What happened?
Do you remember the Game Informer magazines?
Ah,
So no,
dude, I heard about that. That broke my heart.
yeah, so yeah, Colin got
Oh,
ahead of me there, where Game Informer, after 33 years, shuts down, and that to me is the one of the bigger kickers for this, because I remember getting the subscription to the Game Informer, and I remember
me
reading
too.
I remember reading the stuff about when Halo 4 was coming out, reading up about the Forerunners and their weaponry and all that stuff about Assassin's Creed 3,
Arkham City, Assassin's Creed 3, Arkham Knight,
yep,
Arkham
Black
Origins.
Flag.
Oh my gosh,
I
dude.
actually had some for. I used to have a drawer full of them. I had 100 or
The
so.
the Alex Ross drawn Spider-Man PS4 for the Game Informer.
I don't think that's why I stopped a lot earlier than that.
No, no, like you like they did that. Like
I
Alex
got
Ross
one.
drew it just
Let me see.
exclusively for the Game Informer. It looks amazing.
Let me see if
You
I can
gotta
pull
look
that
that
up. Yeah, Alex
gorgeous.
Ross, Game Informer, Spider-Man. That's not at all how you spell Spider-Man or Game Informer.
Right?
Whoa! Whoa!
Dude,
That looks great.
you erect?
Wait. Are you asking if I am wrecked or that one?
Yeah.
Okay. Both. Yeah. No, I'm wrecked
Yeah.
and that. What the hell? That's sick.
Right.
Why isn't that a poster?
I don't know, but like yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm sure somebody out there can probably print it out for me. But
Yeah, that'd be great. If you have that as a poster, let us know how much it costs, because I'd love to get one. That'd be sick.
I would give an arm and a leg and shoot a cat for that.
Okay. That's a
Yeah,
unique.
that was
That's a unique
yeah,
one. But
that, I
yeah,
was fun.
after 33 years, Game Informer shutting down, I feel like print media is slowly going down, which I get. It's
Wait,
expensive.
so I'm sorry to cut you off. So are they? I only saw the headlines. Are they
Yeah.
shutting down just entirely, or are they just going to go direct, like just digitally, like just look it up on their website?
Let me check. What I'm thinking though is that they're shutting down the whole thing. So let me check one thing. I'm going to try and.
This is heartbreaking.
Yeah, I didn't want to read much into it, because when I found that out, it tore me. It tore me to actual shreds. Because I remember also that if you actually read it, you could bring the magazine and you could get what was it, like exclusive stuff or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
I remember getting like some like cool Pokemon stuff when I brought like a little card. So Game Informer owned magazine announced its closure Friday. All of its staff was laid off as an era ends. So I guess it's going down. Wow. Let me see if I could pull this one up. Game Informer has just published a message revealing that it has been shut down by its parent company, GameStop. Oh, okay. The video game store turned meme stock. In the message, Game Informer thanks its readers for over 33 years of existence, and I count myself among them, the person that wrote this. Da-da-da-da. The announcement was followed by the confirmation that yes, everyone at Game Informer has been laid off as of about noon that day. with some staff not even aware of the news yet if they haven't checked social media. Content director, I'm not gonna say his name here, says about 70% done with the next issue as of now. GameStop itself has not publicly commented on the shutdown, so they were pretty much almost done with the next issue, which could have been the last one. And
Devastating.
yeah, no, I think they're shutting down the whole thing, man.
Yeah, it sounds like it, and it's horrible. I did not know that Game Informer. Well, I should have had an assumption. I just didn't know if they have a deal, but
Well,
I didn't
know
know
if they were just like the
GameStop
distributor.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You know, like, but I mean, that makes a whole lot of sense. I mean, GameStop is. You ever walk into a GameStop nowadays?
I did.
It's depressing.
We walked in one together.
I know, it's depressing.
Yeah, it felt quiet.
It like there was an aura when you're a kid. Sure,
a negative aura. Yeah.
Sure. Maybe like, you know, as a kid, everything's exciting. You're not an adult. You know, you
taller too.
Well, we were shorter.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's like there's like that aspect of it saying, duh. I know how height works.
I didn't know what you meant.
No.
But like,
I don't think they cut back on roof installation like that, man. I don't think that's what they were like. We can't shrink the building.
But it just feels sad. Like there's like, you know, that like it sucks. We're in a digital world right now. Like we always have been, but it's
becoming more. Yeah.
It's slowly this stuff right here. Best Buy, like removing movies and video games from their whatever
media, man.
You go into a Target, the movie section used to be so much bigger. And now it's just like,
did it really? I don't remember ever being big.
I remember.
Really?
Remember back. Yeah, and the place that we live used to. I'm trying to not.
I didn't grow up here most of the time.
Oh, dude, that Target.
I didn't start living this area till I was like 6th grade.
You know that like Super Target or that Target right by the
I know. Yeah, I know.
That movie section was legendary to me.
Okay. Wow.
In the video games, it was.
I mean,
awesome.
I grew up in California most of the time, so I just remember the only thing in Target, having that snack corner with the neon lights. Yeah.
Oh,
that's what I remember. I remember them going around the building, like them on the inside. There was like a string of them. It was beautiful.
Have you seen the feed? They're not your feed of like, you know, early 2000s, like what it all looked like. It showed like the Target of like the neon signs, and it was magic.
Also, so off topic, but I was telling a buddy of mine who he's new to the States. He's new to the United States. He like him and I are like discussing both of our home countries back and forth because I want to learn more about him. He wants to learn more about the United States and everything. And so for some reason, we got into the topic of weaponry and just kind of like how where we live, it's very loosey-goosey here. And I was telling him, he was like kind of blown away because where he lives, it's a very different set of laws. And I told him, like, hey, get this, in Walmart, you know, the store where you get your groceries, you could have gotten a shotgun with it too. And he didn't understand that. And frankly, I don't understand that too, because I remember in Walmart, in the same day, you could buy a bag of goldfish, you can buy a goldfish, and then you can buy a Smith & Wesson or whatever shotgun. I don't know the shotgun names.
You can get a goldfish, shotgun, and Pop-Tarts.
Yeah, all in the same I do remember though going to Walmart, and I remember seeing like that. It was I remember this too. It was like a dark corner where the fish lived. It was like like dark forest in every cartoon ever. It was so scary, but it was so cool.
It was cool because of the lights, like the little fish tanks.
Yeah.
That's where
you'd either get like the smallest fish or like the biggest fish known to man. There was no in between.
Yeah, we had to meet my dad halfway. I was always dropped off and picked up at a Walmart, and then like we would like walk in, and yeah, I know, divorced parents.
Was this before he died?
Who's gonna drive all the way? No, I'm not gonna drive all the way. Let's meet in the middle.
This is before he died.
Well, yeah. That would make sense, wouldn't it, bud?
I wanted to beat you to the joke.
His urn wasn't driving the truck.
Let's go on. Let's go on.
Yeah. So,
I'm sorry. You know, I should have known my crowd.
No. I just wanted to with you. So like we bought like starfish and goldfish. They would always
no. Yeah. Starfish. You did not have a starfish.
Yeah, we did.
No shot, Walmart.
I'm pretty sure that's how we got it, or we picked it up at like an aquarium or something. Wait, we might have actually gone to an aquarium to get it, but we did get some fish at like Walmart. and it was awesome. I'm pretty sure the day that they stopped selling guns at Walmart, he shed a tear. He was a big gun guy. Dude, this animal bought an AK-47 for his girlfriend.
You're talking about your dad? You talking about your dad?
Yeah, I'm talking about my dad. He bought an AK-47 for his girlfriend.
Wow, that is unheard of.
That's love.
Sorry, I'm still not over the fact you guys got a starfish. That's so cool.
Starfish.
That's so cool. I remember the only fish I had, I got it at PetSmart. No, I had 3 sets of fish. One set was I wanted at a carnival, and it died the next day, like super dead. Then the other 2 were from PetSmart, and I don't think I really took care of the fish that well. I mean, sorry, I took care of one fish pretty well because he got so fat he couldn't swim all the way to the top. He was like always chilling in the middle or on the floor. This man was round. I don't know if like you know, like in cartoons, like when like a character eats like a bowling ball and their body becomes the shape of the bowling ball or something. That's what my goldfish looked like.
Dude, you treated him well. How long did it last?
Oh, I will say a good like 3 years.
Whoa.
Yeah, you don't get that fat quickly. Yeah, no. That man was way fat. And the other one that was like he wasn't skinny, but he wasn't that fat. He was definitely the second one. And then I remember when I had to move, I gave it to my aunt. It died a week later. I'm not gonna say she killed it, definitely not. But she did used to teach kids, so I'm saying one of those kids did it.
Just like grabbed him.
Yeah. I think she was. I don't know what it was, but she was a good caretaker. Point is, that's not even the whole thing. We got off so sidetracked. This one's gonna hurt more. You ready? Did you look at the Instagram thing I sent you this week? The page where we can like save stuff?
I did.
Okay.
I didn't acknowledge it, but I did.
No, I just want to make sure if you got it because I was curious. I was like, I think I did it a little early because I wanted these things to be surprising. But the Xbox 360 store, probably the first console we got it from an Xbox, shut down its entire online game store after 18 years of service. We're older than that service. Dude, I remember that is so long, dude. Like I get times are getting older and they can't be supporting those systems anymore, but it's sad to see
just knowing that something you used to love and look at finally gone.
Yeah.
And it brings you back to a simpler, happier time.
Yeah.
It hurt to see. I might shed a tear, actually.
Yeah, you know what? Let me ask you this. What was your first video game from the Xbox you remember playing?
My first video. Oh, dude, you're gonna get me teared up.
Now, hold on. Excluding the Uno that it used to come with for free, that no one played. What was the game?
Xbox 360 with a Kinect.
Ooh,
you remember?
I remember the Kinect.
I got Transformers, War for Cybertron, like
what?
you remember?
That was a Kinect game?
No. Just like
okay, sorry. I thought I was very curious. I'm like, how the hell are you transform in that game?
Halo 3.
Ooh, that's a solid game.
I got like a bunch of Xbox games. Spider-Man Web of Shadows was one of them. Like my brother, like he helped with some of the video games. My mom bought some of the video games, including Spider-Man Web of Shadows. But Transformers, that was the first one I busted out, and it was so good.
I don't think I ever played War for Cybertron. Awesome. I know about it. I don't think I ever played War. I know about War. I don't think I ever played it.
Yeah, they only ever made 2 in the series, and they were great. They were great. Like you actually were on Cybertron. You can drive around. It was like a 3rd-person shooter.
Yeah, I remember those.
Sick.
I remember the DS one where you play as Bumblebee and you can like actively transform into the car or the machine, and you can like climb on the buildings.
That was on the. I thought that was for like the PS2 and Xbox because I know that.
Maybe not War for Cybertron, but it was after the first game.
No, you're right. I know those. I know the what
maybe
you're
it
talking.
Wasn't the DS. Maybe it was the Wii. I just remember playing a game where you could transform as either or, like the car or the machine at will.
Did they sell like 2 different DS versions of you can play the Autobots and the Decepticons?
I think so.
That was for the second Transformers movie, but I remember you could do that.
No, but I remember for the first. I didn't get one for the second one. I got one for the first one. I don't care. Either way, I just remember playing. I remember not finishing it because I was that age. But I think the first Xbox 360 game I remember playing. I cannot remember the name. I know if I Google it, it's gonna sound terrible, but I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna Google, and I'm gonna see if you remember it. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Xbox 360 game Ninja Race Obstacle Course Explosion Blood. Don't know the name of this game. It's it's not Blood Drive, and it's not, but it's like you used to play as like these little ninjas. Like
Ah,
they were like stick figure like ninjas. Do you know what I'm talking about? Please.
yeah. It was like, did they kind of look like Funko Pop?
I
Like
wouldn't say Funko. They just looked like cliche like ninjas.
it was like Tiny Ninja.
Yeah, ninja game cartoon. I'm trying to Google this. It wasn't mini ninjas and it wasn't any of the Naruto games. But it was called like Explode or something like that. I know I Googled this some time ago and it came up. Oh, okay, I got it. Hold on. I found, okay, there's an image, but I can't find the name. But I know that says Xbox 360 2005 to 2010, the game where you play as a ninja and you could jump around on great platforms. I'm trying to find N plus. That's the name of it. N plus. Oh my gosh. Yes, N plus. Okay. Where you kind of look like Randy Cunningham, ninth grade ninja.
Oh, I was not even thinking about this game. Huh.
Okay. That was my first game I think I got from Xbox, and I remember it clearly. I remember you can play up to like 7 players or something. I'll send you the photo, but oh my word, that was so
You remember,
much work.
you remember that iPhone game of like it's the ninja running on the wall and you have to
Oh,
swipe your finger?
I know the name. It was like one word. It was like
Ninja Jump?
Vector. It was
Nope. Well, I
it was
know
that was
Vector.
parkour.
I know, but that's a different
Ninja
game.
swipe,
Yeah. Like that,
Shadow
like you
Ninja or something like that.
where it's like it's the ninja running on the wall. You see how far you can go up, and then like
Oh no, I don't
you,
know about that one.
I remember that one fondly.
I do remember Doodle Jump. That was fun.
Yeah.
I remember our school banning Flappy Bird, which was
Why?
we used to get into fights. Remember in
For what?
7th grade because people
For
used to
what?
be like trying to beat their high score on their phone, and the guy would mess them up, and they would get into a fight. Do you not remember the deadly epidemic that was Flappy Bird?
I remember the epidemic. I didn't know that people got into fights
Colin,
over
that's
it.
why the guy took it off the App Store or something like that. Yeah, it's no longer on the. It's been off the App Store since like 2013.
Did you hear that some people sold their iPhones just because it has Flappy Bird on it?
Yeah, imagine being that obsessed with a game like that.
I want to get to that level of richness where I can just buy that like
You and I have
I
very different needs for when we get money. Like I would love to have an old iPod, like the one from Baby Driver, and just put
uh,
on my favorite music and just walk around.
I would love to be that level of rich where I can just
You didn't even say anything. You just stood there. What? Is that like a visualization of passive income? Is that your interpretation of how passive income works? What the hell was that?
up to your interpretation. It's
I will say
art.
though, there was this guy, he's like somewhere in the world. Like not in the States, I'll say that. I think it was like somewhere in Europe that he has like a fireproof like vault. Like it can like withstand like nuclear explosions or something, full of like old comic like memorabilia, like the first print Superman comic, and like Amazing
That's required.
Fantasy, yeah,
That's
like Amazing Fantasy 15, or like it's just like all these like incredible Spider-Man stories and fantasy. Like, it's like dozens of them. That's the level of rich I would love to be.
yeah.
Or like the
I
level of where I like open like one book. You know what I'm talking about? Like those videos of guys like tilt a book backwards and like the thing pops out and then it's like a Star Wars themed
secret,
bar or whatever. Oh, like my own speakeasy in a home would be great.
dude.
Yeah.
We we gotta find the cure for cancer to get that rich.
No, the government will get us. All right. Last but not least, the one that's probably going to hurt
They
you and
already
I
have
the
here.
probably. This is the thing. This is the one I was dreading the most because I know you and I spoke about this last episode. because we talked about this. Even when we went to go get the X-Men T-shirts where I'm wearing here, we went in Target and we found the new Mario and Sonic games from 2020 Tokyo. Now, Colin, it's 2024 right now, and there's the Olympics, right?
Mm-hmm.
But there's no Mario and Sonic at the Olympics. Do you know why?
That's because we already had that game in the early 2000s, Mario and Sonic and the Olympic Winter Games.
Olympic Winter, sure, but this is the Olympic Summer Games. The reason why this year they're not at the Olympics is because Mario and Sonic are no longer in like partnership with the International Olympics Committee. So Sega and Nintendo are no longer making Super Mario and Sonic Olympic games past 2020.
What?
There's none coming out this year.
Why did
I'm so glad you asked why. Ready?
Was there like a leaked
nope,
audio
no.
Sonic Sonic and Mario dropped the N-word?
Nope. No. Oh my God, no. No. God, no. What the hell? No. No. So there is no Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games video game tie-in to coincide with the Paris 2024 Olympics because the International Olympics Committee ditched its long-running partnership with Nintendo and Sega to chase the likes of NFTs and esports. What? Producer Lee Cocker, what a name, who worked on the series while at marketing. Wait, what? Who worked on the series while at marketing company ISM Limited, told Eurogamer that the IOC, International Olympics Committee, wanted to look at other partners and NFTs and esports. What? When the last Summer Game Olympics we could ever get from Mario and Sonic is from the worst year ever, 2020. Well, not the worst, one of the worst years ever. But what the hell? NFTs? What?
Those still a thing?
Apparently so. I could have sworn they lost all their value.
What's happening?
I don't know, man. I don't
Dude.
know. I don't know. Makes no sense.
Insane.
Like, I feel like though there should now be other huge sport events for Mario and Sonic now. Like Mario and Sonic Cornhole. Like, get some great Sonic and Mario games.
What's that sport where you slap the other person's face?
Slap fight? I think it's what it's called. Yeah. Oh my God. I never told you about this from Deadpool and Wolverine. Oh my God. Okay. What? So as we know from the trailer, because there's no spoiler here, they have a car fight. Deadpool and Wolverine are in the van and they have a fight in the car. I forgot to tell you that I think I told you this maybe on the way home. That's a real sport.
No, you did tell.
Yeah.
You did.
That's what I want to see Mario and Sonic. I want to see Dr. Eggman and I want to see Bowser car fighting.
Dude, a boxing game would be sick.
No, that was already one. That was one for last year's, the 2020 Olympics. Boxing's an Olympic event.
They box?
Yeah, I'm looking at a screenshot of Bowser and Donkey Kong squaring up.
That's cool.
It's kind of rad. Yeah, I also just found out that boxing was an Olympic event.
Man.
Yeah, crazy.
I like the sheer, like they wanted to chase NFTs when they could have made a game and earn more.
Because I remember when the first Wii came out, that was the first game that came with it. Mario and Sonic at the Olympic, I think that was Beijing in 2008.
I mean, I don't really care a whole lot about like Mario or Sonic games, but it's still like just like I like them, don't get me wrong. But hearing that just upsets me to my core.
Yeah. When they're not competing together in the Olympics, it's a very different vibe. Because separately, I'm not the biggest Sonic fan. I don't know everything. I know something about Shadow and a gun. I don't know.
What?
I don't know. Something about that. It's just, I don't know.
Like,
and then
Shadow the Hedgehog and a Glock.
And weaponry. I don't know. Something about that. I zero clue. And then I know Mario to an extent. I've seen, a few of. I remember watching the TV show. You remember that?
I remember in the clearance aisle of like a Walmart, they were selling the old cartoon DVDs for Mario and Sonic.
Yeah, I do. That show was kind of cool. I liked how they started off in live action, and during that first episode, they went into the Mushroom Kingdom.
I think out of all the clearance aisles in any grocery store or store in general, even a Dollar Tree, the Walmart one always for some reason saddens me.
Just
I don't know why.
looking at a pile of movies, like you could have been good, but
Like,
you
you
weren't.
know, like I feel like, you know, I like
Dread.
I dread. I feel like a poor person. I feel like a
What? What does that make it? Why?
like I
Shopping
feel
at
like
Walmart is incredible.
I feel like I need to be missing a shoe to walk down that
Oh
aisle.
my, all right, pretentious ass. I love walking in Walmart because you know why? No matter how I'm
No,
dressed,
I
I
love
feel
walking
great.
at Walmart, but I feel like I don't belong there in that clearance aisle. You know what I mean?
No, I think we just found out that Colin's a pretentious asshole. Okay, I only get my shopping
It's like
from Shop.
it's the yellow tags, and they don't even It's just like it's
I will
all
say though,
sewn.
dude, I will say this: there have been some heat from that clearance aisle. Not gonna lie, because I know that when I go to Walmart, I know I'm getting a sick deal on my movies. Like I got Beetlejuice for 25th anniversary or 20th anniversary for $5. You know how
Yeah,
sick that is? And I don't know if I told you a story. This is like a month and a half ago. I went to Walmart to go get Dune 2 on 4K. Duh. And I'm walking out, and then I see the Beetlejuice thing. I'm like, oh, lucky day. I just watched Beetlejuice, so I got it. And I'm looking around the aisle, maybe looking, see what your birthday gift may be or whatever. And lo and behold,
couldn't find any She-Hulks.
no, I couldn't. Lo and behold, I see the last copy of a movie I have wanted on physical media for the longest time, and I could never find it, and I didn't want to pay on Amazon. I wanted to be authentic.
Phones and all.
No, there were plenty of DVD copies there, almost like they were giving them away. I found it was literally in the middle of nowhere. A Treasure Planet DVD. I snatched that thing so quick. Never was more proud of my eyesight, I guess. Just was like the luck of that happening. Ugh,
That must have made your week.
dude, easily. I was just like I was skipping. I left my car in the parking lot. I was skipping all the way home.
You skipped all the way home with that DVD. You locked yourself in a bedroom with all the tissues and lotion you could possibly find. Like you were nutting around like Spider-Man in 2002 when Aunt May walked in. Peter, is everything all right? And then you just see all the webbing all across the walls and everything. Yeah, no, everything's fine. I'm changing, Aunt May.
That's the Jack Black bit from the MTV Awards.
I know, but also in the 2002 movie,
Oh, I know what you
that
mean.
was an adult joke as well. Like all the
Well,
webbing.
yeah,
That's
Colin,
like
I got it.
no. I know, but I'm just letting you know
Oh,
that like
I'm
Jack
sorry.
Black wasn't the originator.
I know. I'm just saying they did the dick joke in the
Dude, the
MTV
James
Awards.
Cameron Spider-Man movie that we almost got
What?
would have been
Sorry,
insane.
back way up. What?
You don't know about this?
No, I know that Michael Jackson almost bought Marvel to play Spider-Man. I don't know about James Cameron.
With great power comes great responsibility.
No, responsibility. That's what it is.
I'm gonna get you, Gabby.
I can't believe I
Oh
actually
man.
corrected
But
you on
like
that one.
James Cameron was supposed like he wrote a script. It was gonna be an R-rated movie. Yeah. It was gonna be R-rated.
Wow.
And it was gonna be the wildest movie. It was like the villain was gonna be Electro, but he wasn't gonna be Electro. Like there's gonna be a
Like a
scene where
gas cloud like Galactus?
no, he was gonna be a real dude. And like his first introduction would have been like him making out with his girlfriend, and she gets electrocuted so much that like she dies. And he's like, not again. And then like he would have like revived her, and she's like, ah, oh, did it happen again? He's like, it happened again. And Peter and MJ were gonna bone on top of the Empire, on top of the bridge, on a bridge,
The
like
Brooklyn Bridge?
Brooklyn Bridge. They were gonna bone on it. It was gonna be he was gonna have these weird little like things that stuck out of his wrists,
Like Wolverine's claws on his hand, like the little silver things in the
like
X-Men,
the
the
little
animated
silver
show.
thing. That's gonna be where like the webbing is. So like you would have to put like a web shooter over it to hide it. It was gonna be nuts. Like, and even that scene with in 2002 of Tobey Maguire of the webbing all around the room. It was gonna be a lot. It was gonna be a lot cruder in the James Cameron thing. I think that was the only thing that Sam Raimi took from the original script was that, just because it's like, the first Spider-Man movie is just like a metaphor of puberty or some shit, everything's squirting left and right.
Don't say that. Don't say that.
But Wizard Magazine, you're gonna have to cut a lot of this out. Wizard Magazine, they got
Rephrase it. I don't want to do all this work. Just rephrase it.
he was gonna be flipping all around the room left and right,
Ew.
just like like webs here, other gunk there, and and Wizard Magazine, they actually made artwork because I think
why?
Leonardo DiCaprio was going to be Spider-Man, so they made artwork of him and Spider-Man with his like face divided like that. So yeah, we almost got Spider-Man from James Cameron.
That would have been an awful movie.
He would have announced 9 more Spider-Man movies before he started filming the first Spider-Man.
What?
And that's a joke, but you could totally see him do that.
Yeah. Oh, that you were being serious when you said that?
No. No. He wasn't gonna make 9. I was just making a joke that like he was gonna announce 9 more before he made.
Okay. Now that makes more sense. Okay. What the hell? Okay. That's a lot to unpack. And
you can read the script online. It's out there.
I'm gonna read that. I just think that would have been awful. Well, then let me ask you this: Who would you rather? What movie would you rather watch? The Michael Jackson one, or would you rather watch the Leonardo DiCaprio?
I would watch the Leonardo DiCaprio one.
Come on, are you serious?
He's like Spider-Man's literally.
Oh, hold on. Sorry.
Like, I got you, MJ. I'll save you, citizen.
Sit down. You're done. I was hoping you were gonna do a physical impression of Michael Jackson, but you did it. Okay.
Uncle Ben.
I wonder which hand the rhinestones would have been on for the Spider-Man costume. Probably still the left one. Was it the left hand? Yeah, it was the left hand. Whichever.
He only shoots out of the left one.
Oh God.
That wasn't even a joke.
No, I know. Just like you're probably right. That's it's just. I mean, not to diss Michael Jackson, one of the greatest artists ever. I just don't think he was Spider-Man. Good to know he likes Spider-Man. I like that. I mean, it's kind of cool, but I don't think that would have worked out that well.
Yeah. I think the rights for Spider-Man, like they were like all over the map. Like people were buying it, like rebuying it, people were selling it. At one point there was a movie studio that got the rights to Spider-Man, but they were gonna make a horror movie. Wasn't gonna be
yeah, I remember reading on that one.
Yeah, and like Stan Lee had to purchase it back because he was like, no, you're not.
Yeah, no. Sorry, we got off topic again. It's supposed to be a video game episode. To get close to wrapping up here, the video game industry is a bit weird, I would say, right now because they're doing the strikes. Not saying it's weird to strike, but it's in a weird limbo because they're avoiding the use of AI, overuse of it, and specifically with Warner Brothers being the main target of this. Feels kind of on brand for them. Not making the greatest decisions with their talent and their resources at Warner Brothers, but I'm glad that over, I think, like 300 actors and people a part of that team are striking because I think, what was it? There was like a video game that used AI voices to like do the whole audio dialogue and stuff like that. I don't know. There was something that came out recently about that, and I know that a lot of the people who strike are very famous voice actors or actors in video games that I think need all the attention they can get and they need all the help they can. But I hope that with the future of video games, it stops becoming so digital because I remember when I think it was Rockstars. This happened last year where they like eliminated the access to the digital copy of a video game and you couldn't get your money back for it. Even though you purchased it, they lost the rights to it. Do you remember this? Hold on.
Are you talking about Rockstar Games?
It was a whole video game loses rights, players.
Oh, Ubisoft. It was the Crew, right?
Maybe. Hold on.
There's that racing game.
I can't remember what it was. It was like they lost. I think it was EA. EA. Well, I can't find it now. Pretty much, there was a game that got disappeared because they lost to the a licensing issue. And it was a digital copy of the game. So like how you can buy a physical copy or a digital copy, they lost the digital copy license and no one could play the game. You could have hours of time in that game and you lost the access to it.
Yeah. Imagine paying $40 and you can't even play it anymore.
Yeah. I mean,
That's sad.
yeah, that's insanely dumb.
I
I
mean,
mean, I don't know. They pretty much video game. If someone's gonna have to remember it, but pretty much they lost the video game license, and everyone who could play it digitally no longer could, which is insane to me because I feel like if you have that digital license, you should have the right to keep that because that is something that you personally bought. That's something that you spent your time with. That's something that you invested in that company with. And so now with video games going on the rise of losing licenses to explore other partnerships, and I just feel like as much as video games are popular, I don't think that they're I don't know. They're just not. I don't feel like it's the same level of care. Do you know what I'm saying? I feel like it's a different world in their realities now.
yeah, yeah. Like video game development has gone way more expensive,
Hmm.
and that's mostly just because we like
$60 for a
we've gotten so much bigger with like making video games that the
yeah
cost of making them has increased, and the increase of sales is a reason because of that.
yeah.
There are few video game developers out there that understand these restrictions but still surpass them in ways that are incomprehensible. Like Rocksteady in 2015. It's a game that has been circling around for like since the Suicide Squad game dropped.
Oh
And
my
reason
god! Did you hear about that?
I we will get to that in a moment.
Oh my god!
You know, and what's crazy is that like that game came out in 2015 and it looks miles better than any of the AAA video games that have been coming out. And no matter like how like much time those other developers have put into it, it's just they still manage to push bounds beyond. But I'm losing track of my point here. I'm
No,
like,
you're good. I mean, I get what you're
I'm
saying. It
yeah.
is it's. Oh god! All right, you ready
But
for
like,
this?
you're talking about the season two, Mrs. Freeze.
Excluding Mrs. Freeze and a Frozen Metropolis. That's not what I'm talking about. Let's see if I'm correct. Let's just want to make sure I got my facts right. I would hate to promote. Yeah. Ready?
Yep.
Okay. Ready? Are you stretching? What the hell are you doing? Ready?
No, I'm checking my phone.
Okay. Justice League, sorry, Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League is now resurrecting the Justice League. It
Oh, yeah.
turns out in the game where you kill the Justice League, they were clones by Brainiac. They weren't the Justice League.
That was already
What?
um that was already so the Suicide Squad game was so broken. I think somebody either hacked it or like the data for the game. There are like there are data miners out there that like, will hack into like, a video game's data, and then you get to see like, all the stuff that, they've developed and put into the game. With live service games like this, you can be able to like track and see like, because they have to like develop and develop and develop because
Yeah.
it's a live game.
Yeah.
And Kevin Conroy and the other actors for the Justice League game, for the Suicide Squad game, had lines in the game that weren't there in the beginning. That's how people were able to find out that like, all right, we're gonna get a Mr. Freeze, but apparently it was a Mrs. Freeze. We're gonna get Deathstroke. We're gonna get uh, Deadshot's daughter. But
What?
the data miners were able to find out that the the Justice League that you killed in the game, they're not dead. They're going to be coming back in some way, either through multiverse or they're going to be revived.
There you
Uh,
go.
the fact that like they're clones just makes it
Ready? Here.
weird.
Yeah, here's this. As of the end of season 2's first part, here our latest Brainiac kill reveals that in fact the Flash is alive. The real Flash. It appears we did not fight and have not killed the original Justice League, but in fact clones of the Justice League with the real versions held in captivity. What? What? What is this game? What is this game? What are we doing with this game? What are we doing with this game? This game is meant to be like so good. It was meant to be good. On paper, it's awesome. You're a Justice League member. You got to go unalive, part of the Justice League. You know how hard that is? Very hard. You're fighting Superman. I mean, The easiest one of them all
Well,
is
it's
Batman.
not hard at all, actually. You just shoot at them a bunch, and
No, I
then
get that. I'm saying like it's meant to be hard. Like in reality, I think the easiest member of the Justice League to kill is on three. 1, 2, 3. Batman,
bat.
because again, he is human. As much as Batman's the shit, he's not Superman. When you go against that, S was really sharp. Sorry.
I'll tell you this. That boss
Oh,
fight though, is pretty cool to look at, of like him as Nightmare Batman. Like he uses like fear toxin to like
do you know how
warp.
cool that would have been?
Yeah, it would have been really cool if Harley Quinn didn't give him a big old spiel
Give
and
him a
then just like
headache.
gun him down
Just
like a
give him a
dog
headache.
in the street.
Do you know what did you call the Joker? Gen Z Joker or something? Millennial Joker?
Yeah.
It's like, what are we doing, man?
I'm like, dude, that Joker makes Jared Leto's Joker look like authentic. Like he comes off like a TikToker.
Yeah, it is. It's not good. It looks like someone tried to cosplay a Joker. You know, just
It looks like a nerd I take a selfie with at Comic
yeah,
Con.
like what's it called? Like a Times Square Joker, where it's just
Yeah,
like some dude. You know, I don't know. I feel like just with this game, I live service games are the hardest kind of games. I feel like people need to just focus on a good story, like the God of War games. Perfect game. And before we wrap up, I gotta ask you a quick question, Colin. What is truly your favorite video game of all time?
favorite video game of all time.
Like, if you could have played this one game the rest of your life, that's the game you're picking.
Wow.
I got an answer if it'll help you. Give you time to think.
Okay, give me your answer.
Mine, I don't think it's conventional. It's Destiny. Destiny is so. I argue Destiny and Destiny 2 are just one whole game, but everything about that series was so cool. It's space, it's sci-fi, I was always a Titan main because I love destroying things. I love that game so much. First person, open world, sci-fi. Check, check, and check. That's my perfect game.
If there was a game that like I had to play for the rest of my life, it
Rest of
wouldn't
your
be my
life.
favorite. It wouldn't be my favorite game of all time, but it would have to be Halo: The Master Chief Collection.
Whoa, that's a
Only
good one because there's all of them in there.
there's all of them in there, and also I get to play multiplayer with you, like what we did once.
No, we did many times in in middle school and high school.
Oh, we did that.
We did shoddy snipers.
We did Shoddy Snipers, but that was Halo 5.
No, we
That
did
wasn't part.
Halo. We did it. We did it. That was in the Master Chief collection. We did that.
You rented it, but you didn't own it.
Did not, but I did own Halo
Halo
5. So
5.
yes, you're
That
right.
was yeah.
Okay, you're right. I forgot about all that game. Yeah, I don't know. Video games need. I think need a bit of a shock to the system. I think SAG AFTRA is going to be doing that. So good on them. This is day 3 technically of as this recording, but it's going to be Sunday, so Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, about day. I think it's day 7 or 8, 7 or 6, 6, 7, 8 on the strike when this episode comes out. Either way, they're doing awesome. Kudos to them, and I hope it really goes well. That about wraps up here, man. You got anything to add?
Yeah, no, the Suicide Squad killed the Justice League. Should have been the Legion of Doom versus Justice League. I feel like fans would have
Didn't they
thought
do that for Lego villains, Lego DC villains? That was like the whole thing about that game.
um it was about the villains rising up against the
Okay,
villains.
okay.
You know.
I will say
Um
this though: they need to bring back Lego games, Lego based games, like Lego Super
I
Mario, like Lego Marvel Superheroes 3.
I think that one might be a little bit difficult just because of the rights issues. Because I think
Figure
Warner
it out.
Brothers. Yep, they'll figure it out.
Figure it out.
They need to do it on the same level as Lego Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga. That game is awesome.
You know what they need to do? They need to do another Lego Avengers one because now they have an Endgame, Infinity War, and a ton of other movies. Because when that game came out, the latest movie was like Black Panther, I think.
You were right. You
Yeah,
were
something around
yeah.
that.
Black Panther: Infinity War. Yeah, yeah.
Not Infinity War. I never played Infinity War.
No. I mean, like that game came around the time of Black Panther and Infinity War.
Yeah. But I know they had a Black Panther extended set. Like it was based on the
Oh,
comics,
yeah,
not the
yeah,
movie.
yeah.
Maybe it was Age of Ultron because I know they had Age of. I bit my tongue. Son of a mother, I bit my
Oh,
tongue. Wow.
they do have Ultron in that game.
They have Ultron. They also have Agents of Shield one and a bunch of other ones. I think they had an Ant-Man bundle, but again, comic book Ant-Man. So I think if they do
Cool.
like Phase 2 Avengers and so forth, or Phase 3 Avengers. Oh yeah, Phase 3, Phase 4. That'd been a pretty good Marvel game for Avengers.
They can do phase one actually because they don't have like quite a bit of like they don't have like all of like phase one in the Lego Avengers. It's just like Avengers level. So like we can get our Iron Man, Incredible Hulk, and all that, but have it be on the scale of a Skywalker saga. They can do that. They can continue making those games until we die.
I would love those because I know they
I
they
would.
did. So they did. What was it? They did it a very unique way to do it. It was like every single. I'm trying to find the detailed list before we wrap up with the games because I know. Let's see. Whatever. The case they went through a lot because I know they did Ultron, they did Avengers, Earth's Mightiest Heroes. I know they had flashbacks to other Avenger movies like Captain America, but they didn't have Captain America. So I think doing all Phase 1, Phase 2, and Phase 3 as Lego games would be sick.
Dude, we gotta hop on a call at some point and just plan out how we would make the Lego Marvel
Exactly.
game from phase 1 to 4.
Marvel and the other people that made those games, if you're listening, doubt it. Make the game. Call it up. We got ideas, bro. Bring it on. We can make the level Lego humor.
I'll sell
Bring it
my
on.
soul.
Okay.
What's left of it?
Yeah. Like rubbing two pennies together. Well, that about wraps up the episode of the Tu-Vie podcast. That is the video game episode. I kind of want to do more video game episodes. Maybe we could do a video game movie episode where we rank all the video game movies. Those are going to be great.
I thought you Spider-Man 2 is up top.
Huh?
Spider-Man 2 is up top.
No. Every movie based on a video game. Like the Doom movie, the Warcraft, Assassin's Creed, Super Mario Bros.
Oh, God.
Tetris.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, we got to do that. We're working on that.
Yeah,
We're
going to do it.
That'd be great. If you guys did enjoy it, be sure to like and subscribe. And also, if you're listening on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, be sure to follow us there. Check out past episodes from seasons 2 and 1 on Spotify, Apple Podcasts. Also, be sure to check us out on TikTok, Letterboxd, and Instagram. We have a lot of fun stuff there. Post some daily fun things like teasers for the next episode and some fun thoughts like Galactus being in the MCU. Read more about that. Thank you guys again for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.